What's up, y'all? We are back for part two of Matazzik's interview. We came right back so we can save part one. But yeah, let's get into part two. Be sure to share the live with as many people as possible once you get in here. Share, share, share. Share the live, share the live. And we're going to get started in just a few seconds. Let me just share the live real quick. Matt Tastic, you could go ahead and send a request. I'm going to add you in just a second. Share, share, share. Okay.
Right here, this is the
All right, we back. Okay.
What do mine?
Okay, so what do you consider a good studio session?
What I consider a good studio session? Um,
Like, what's your most memorable session?
shoot. I don't. If I say most memorable session, I'd probably say, uh, the most memorable session would be when I had to get thrown in the fire to record Thug.
What you mean?
I got thrown in. I had to get thrown in the fire to record Young Thug. Like for real, like first timer, just hey, slime engineer ain't gonna be able to pull up, so we're gonna have to use a substitute. So yeah, so you're gonna get thrown into the fire.
Like, was this a phone call or did somebody tell you this in
Oh
person?
no, like shoot, it was three engineers. It was three engineers
Mm-hmm.
in the studio. One engineer was already in one room. The other engineer ain't really pulled up for real, so it's just like, we're gonna have to throw you up in that type of shit.
I know your face was like,
I was nervous.
okay.
I was
You was
nervous.
nervous.
Yeah, I was nervous.
So how was that experience? Did you shake it off or?
Oh yeah, from ever since from there, like ever since from that experience, from that studio session, like I kind of learned from there from now, just like when it come down to like just really just knowing the chemistry from just from engineer artist standpoint, but sometimes you really just gonna have to see it from an artist and engineer standpoint also. Like
Yeah.
like like Thug is a very interesting person, like for real, just like from an engineering standpoint, because he actually know how to engineer himself. So
Oh,
it's
really?
yeah, so it's kind of like sometimes if you really don't know what he wants you to do, he'll probably just tell you, he'll slide you over and he'll do it himself before you go back into the chair. You know what I mean?
Oh wow, that's crazy. But I bet that tested your capabilities as well, just knowing what you're capable of in the heat of the moment.
Oh, for sure. I learned a lot from that though. Like
Yeah.
ever since then, sometimes when I have to engineer them, I learn every time. I can't do nothing.
What you remember? What song was it?
Shoot, the first song was probably shoot my the song I produced, Scoliosis.
Nice, nice.
That was on like slime language. That was on like the first slime language.
Okay, okay. So tell me, um, what would you give? What would you say to an audio engineer who gets a trash session? Like what they would consider a trash session, like something that is hard for them to sit through. Like, do you just sit through it and take it and get paid for it, or do you let that artist know, how you feel about their artistry?
You're gonna have to let like for real. I'll put it like this to you. And this is where I will. Boy, okay, so then going to this part. All right, so you have to see it from this standpoint. And this, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I done this. I had this problem myself.
Okay.
I don't know if certain people could agree with me on this one, but sometimes you just gonna have to stand on your two. You don't have to stand on your. Hey, you just gonna have to stand on it sometimes, because sometimes you just want to, you just want to let them know, hey, sometimes this probably just ain't it,
Yeah.
or just really overall. I put it like this: you can let them know this shit ain't it, but if they accept it that this ain't it, then okay, that's it. But like, it's actually some who actually like put like this, that has the ear that know that doesn't sound right, and
Mhm.
you as the engineer know what's gonna make it sound right. It's been
Mhm.
plenty of times that I actually had somebody who sucked, and actually at the end of the day, when we actually had a whole session and actually, and like, bro, we came up with a whole different sound. Homes don't suck no more. For
So
real.
is it a proper way to say it or like address the situation? Like,
Yes, it depends on how you trying to go out with that situation. At the
okay.
end of the day, because I ain't gonna lie to you, because the way how I play it is way totally different how everybody else play it. Because it's just like, I guess like when it come down to me, I'm just gonna let you know straight up.
Your shit
But
trash.
there's a but to it. But there's always a but to it. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, be like, hey, your shit good, but but
Yeah.
like when it come down to me, it's just like it's the opposite. Your shit bad, but it's a way that we can actually be able to turn this shit around.
And make it better.
Hmm. Oh. Say it
Okay.
again.
And I said, and make it better.
And make it better. Thank you.
Yeah. Nice, nice. Okay, so you've done a lot of songs. Tell me, what are your favorite productions by yourself?
Hmm. Favorite productions by myself. Probably top one. Top one would be Pure Cocaine.
Of course.
Number two would probably be you know what? It's the record with with Rollo, Thug, and Baby. It was called A Whole Nother Planet.
Mm,
It had got leaked about a couple years ago. That was one of my favorites. That was one of my favorite songs. Then another song was the Rollo Money Man. That one. Uh, Shoot. Other than that, it's more like little side hustle plays, like put like 48 Hertz, the group by itself. We did the Cartier Gucci scarf for Young Thug. That one
okay.
that one was a banger. On top of that, Drip Too Hard, that one's still a banger. Hopefully this year that bit supposed to go diamond for sure.
Nice.
Uh Man, shoot, it's a lot of records, but it's just like uh it's really hard to like, like kind of pinpoint it. Just be like,
Yeah.
oh, I like that one, I like that one, I like that one. But I
Hmm.
mean, but that's just the ones on top of my head that I just know for sure. That's kind of like in the front run right now, though, for sure.
Nice. Okay, so tell me, how did 48 Kilohertz get started and what does that team mean to you?
Oh boy, 48 Hertz. Woo. Okay, so
Is it 48 hertz or is it 48 kilohertz?
it's 48 Hertz.
Okay, okay, bet.
Yeah. So how let's see. So how this all came about. So it kind of started out. Yeah, it kind of started out when one of my partners that was locked up. Right.
Hmm.
He had linked in me and Presley from Birmingham at this. Presley was living in Birmingham at this time.
Hmm.
So while he was locked up in Huntsville, he was able to link in me and Presley while he was in jail. So me and Presley were going back and forth, like sitting like collabs to each other and everything else, making beats. Then in the midst of everything, I guess it was like this was now at this time this was probably like 2000. It was like probably like 2012, 2013.
Hmm.
Couple years later, this was, well, I'll probably say got to 2000. I'll probably say 2016 or no, let's take it back. Probably say like 2015, 16. Um, they was in school. Presley was in school at the time. Presley and Jay Rich had went to the same school, which was in it was in I forgot where it was. It was like somewhere in between Birmingham, Alabama, and Atlanta. I think it was called Jacksonville University. But it was like the Birmingham campus somewhat. But overall, during this time, it was a tornado that actually went through the area, and actually, it actually had, when it came down to their living situation and everything, it kind of cut all that out. So overall, Presley had to find a little, Presley and Jay Rich, they both had to find like a little situation, had to get like a little situated going on in Atlanta,
Yeah.
find a little job and everything else. In the midst of all of this was going on, I was able to get Presley and Jay Rich to come meet me at the studio, and we all kind of like, made beats. But the thing about it was, this was our first time actually meeting all of us together at one time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we had like a whole studio session for like 2 days straight. 2 days. Let me see. So if 2 days, let me see, if it's like 24 hours in a day, 24
Mhm.
hours times two, 48 hours. So we literally
Oh,
got them in the midst of all this going on, right? I was literally doing this mastering at the time. So I was
uh-huh.
just like, man, I'd be doing like mastering rate at like 48 hertz. So it's
Mm.
like 48 hertz, 48 hours. Okay, three guys. Okay, man, we all got there, man. We gonna put it this way, cause like we three young niggas, we actually mastered this sound in 48 hours. Let's call this 48 hertz. And that's how I kind of come out from there.
That's so dope. Okay, so with when building a brand of any kind, do you feel like it's necessary to have a team? Do you need a team?
I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, like it's what fits you for it at the end of the day. Like
Yeah.
when it come out to me, when it comes down to a team, to me, like you got to know for sure, like you're not the only one. That's what you got to see it as at the end of the day. You're not the only one that actually that runs the show. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody that has a team, everybody that has a role at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Me,
Yeah.
Presley, and Jay Rich, we all kind of like understand what's our role, and then on top of that, to know from our role that was going to take us to our goal at the end of the day.
Nice, nice. Okay, so in your interview with Out the Mud series TV, you said, never forget about you, never forget about yourself. Was there ever a time that you forgot about you? And if so, how did you bring yourself back to realizing who you were?
Yes, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, this gonna be kind of crazy, y'all. Um, when it came down to last year probably was the year that I was actually say I had a time where I actually did lose myself. Um,
Mm.
what reason why I said I had to lose myself? Because it literally got to a point where it's like I literally became like less social with people and everything else, and like it literally just came to a point in time I just like I ain't gonna say where I got depressed, but
Hmm.
it was just more as like I was more to myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But it was just like to me it was just I just be feeling like sometimes when it came down to it, it was like um a lot of stuff was hitting me at one time. So it was just like it was never a day that I actually was able to like just to really, I guess, like just take a time to myself, just really just reminisce or really just just take a heed of this situation before
yeah,
I actually just let it go. Most of the time, I was just to the point I literally just like I just kind of just I just kind of just kept it moving. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It came to a point in time I literally came to a point where I literally was like I felt like I wasn't human. I felt like I ain't had no feelings at all. So like if somebody came to me and actually had some type of like or like just needed an ear to hear, I was just like not a fond of it for real at the end of the day. And it really steered a lot of people away for real at the end of the day. So it
So
really
how did you bring yourself back?
um it really came to a point in time where I kind of like I literally had to I really had to come to my senses for it at the end of the day. Like
Mm-hmm.
half of the time, a lot of people would never actually realize to themselves that when they actually like, or the best way I can say is more like when they get to the point of like losing track for it, or it just when it come to when I came to realization, I just kind of like it was just kind of like a sense for real. Like I realized of what type of person I am, or like just really just in other people's eyes and everything. It really
Yeah.
came to a point of time like people actually start to realize like certain things that you normally do, you don't really do no more for real, for real. And it's not, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's just it's only on a good cause of because because you want to, because at
Yeah.
the you want to be able to involve too at the end of the day. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you have to go back to your roots and just know what people know you for real, for real. And
Right.
sometimes when it come out and when it come down to the end of the day, like a lot of people don't really know me as the
Yeah.
calm, you know what I mean? Most of
Yeah.
it know me as the hyper energetic, just keep it moving, keep it striving. So if at the end of the day, that's gonna if that's the face that I put out, that's gonna be the face I'm gonna keep on going to this very day. It should be no type of way I should be able to like, just should be changing the image or to be a point to, or I should be the opposite of what people want to, or the opposite of what people want to see coming out of me. You know what I mean? But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, I just be able to just, just kind of like be able to know and take accountability and just be able to stay forth and just keep on going at the end of the day. Be able to try different things. Sometimes you got to try different things that you didn't do. Like I just started back reading books and everything else. That keep my mindset off of
What
certain.
what book you reading right now?
Man, you know what? I was reading this like this. It's this little spirit, the spirit of a woman. It's like some spirit woman man book type of thing, but it's like yeah, yeah. That I've been reading, bro. Come on, I've been reading that book, man.
Okay then. Okay, so we got a few more questions. I'm gonna go ahead and tell everybody on here if you have a question for Matazzikmuzik, it's a question mark at the bottom of the screen. Type in your question, and I'll be able to pull them up so he can answer them for you. Okay, my next question is: What was your first reaction? What was your first reaction to having Grammy nominated added to your list of accomplishments?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Ain't gonna lie to you. It was cool. It's cool. It's cool. But I ain't gonna lie. This year though, we trying to get Grammy. We trying to get Grammy. We trying to get Grammy
Okay.
this year. We trying to get Grammy this year. But I really like when I realized that I was Grammy nominated. I was kind of applaud because I never expected to get Grammy, to be Grammy nominated, be on my little, be my little discovery. But it's
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, I want better. I need better at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want that Grammy. I want that Grammy on mine for sure. For sure. Like one of my people from the city. Shout out to Hippo Me Productions, bro. Bro got his. So I know for sure I'm next in line to have mine though at the end of the day.
Look, I believe it's coming. It's definitely coming this year.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely gonna come this year. Waiting on March to come around. I'm just like, okay, man, go ahead, yell it out now. Just yell it out, man.
Are there any new projects you got coming up that you like to share?
Let's well,
Or any type of big expectations other than the Grammy? What are you expecting for 2022?
uh, okay. I guess I could throw a little season out there real quick. Okay.
Okay.
So, okay, so working with MGM lit, he's automobile.
Mm-hmm.
He got his project on the way. I got a couple records on there.
Okay.
Um Rollo's in works also. Got a couple records on there also. Da, 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 da. Man, I was on the way, but due to label, I have to be pushed back for a minute. So it's all good on that.
Okay.
I had a whole project that supposed to drop on my birthday this year, and yeah, I had to get that postponed back. So that's cool for right now.
Okay.
But I got my work in progress also,
Nice.
and um, um, right now I got the app, which is a United Marketing app. Well, well, overall, for people that don't know, I had dropped a United Marketing app like probably like a couple weeks ago. It's
Oh,
actually live
nice.
out. Yeah, it's actually live out right now on Droid, or like on what they call it, Google Store,
Hmm.
Apple Store. Yeah, all of that is on there. Overall, what's the app is? It's supposed to be. It's kind of like it's kind of like one step closer to be able to help you, get to be able to work with the next artist, the next producer, next engineer, or to get into that studio. You know what I mean? Over,
Nice.
it's kind of like the directory of like kind of like every studio throughout the United States, to every producer in the world, to every engineer. And it's like everybody gonna be able to actually put up your service on there and be able to let them know how much your service is and everything, and be able to interact and all on there. So
That's so dope. That's
it's
so dope.
it's kind of like a little quick. It's kind of like a little it's kind of like, something look like a little quick little step to the producer community. Really, it's really
Yeah.
a big help to the music community overall, though, for sure.
Yeah. Somebody just said ahead of your time with that one. Yeah, I agree.
Hey, you already know what the fuck going on.
Okay, so tell the people how can they go about booking with you? The app, right?
You can actually find me on the app,
Mm-hmm.
or like I said, you can find me on here, Matazzikmuzik. Oh yeah, on top of that too, I do streaming also. I do stream on Twitch. Mostly, I try to stream every other Tuesday and Thursday, probably every weekend for sure. But
Nice.
mostly everything is like in the link in the bio, for real, for real. You can follow me on here, follow me on Twitter, Matazzikmuzik, and yeah.
Nice. Okay, you got a lot of questions coming in. Let's go ahead and start with the Q&A. Let's see. This one says, ask him how songs be getting leaked.
Huh? Say it again.
Somebody asked, how do songs be getting leaked?
That's a good question. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's some hackers out here. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. But like, I guess at the end of the day, is a lot of people. A lot of people. I guess when it comes down to it, somebody had to at least have to have like a little iCloud or something. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
just have to find some type of way to hack. Y'all, whoever be hacking, man, y'all good. But at the end of the day, man, y'all not doing the right thing. Uh,
Nightman251 said, what's the problem with using Logic Pro?
Ain't nothing wrong with using Logic Pro. I just feel like at the end of the day, Logic Pro is, you have to literally get into it when it comes out to that Logic Pro. Like literally, like you gotta get in depth into it with that shit, for real, for real. Like it's kind of easy when it comes down to FL Studio for me though. At least it ain't like Reasons to be goddamn doing too much though.
Unicorn Bounty Hunter said, what are your future goals and mindset?
Man, future goals to be able to be able to take this 48 hertz empire to a whole nother level. One, two. On top of that, too, I want to be able to get to the point of actually making this production company be involved into movies. Really go ahead and we are getting this point of actually doing movies, but we want to at least do our own movies and actually have our production on there also. So most definitely gonna get into the point of tapping in doing videos and everything else. But overall, for right now, just trying to keep just kind of keep a focused mindset. Trying to focus on the bigger picture, set goals every day, be able to accomplish them, and be able to goddamn move on to the next one from down there.
Nice. Okay, let's see. We got Somebody said the tag for 48 Hertz is hard. How did that come about?
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Well, I don't know what the best way to put. Okay, I guess I'm gonna put it like this. Y'all can laugh. Y'all can laugh with me with this one. All right. So what's crazy? Is the 48 Hertz tag came from the 48 Hertz tag came from a fling that we tried. A fling from one night. Like overall, I had like a little one night fling. And what happened
Okay.
was it did not fling. Say like that. I had a one night fling. It did not fling. That's what happened. That's all I can say. And then overall, what happened? Then what happened at the end of the day? Before she left, I literally told her tell her she could say 48 Hertz. So she literally said it, and the next thing happened. She left, and I never seen her since then.
Wow,
So,
that's crazy.
so you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? The crazy thing about it, like she probably had hit me up one time and literally said, "Is that me on the tag?" And I literally said, "Yes." She said, "I sound hard."
That's funny. Oh my God. Okay, you got a lot of questions. Hold on, let me see. Your story is really inspiring. I as well been playing trumpet for 14 years now. I'm currently on tour now with a band, and I have been making beats for 2 years now. Recently graduated college and trying to find myself in the music world. What would be the best advice to what I should focus on?
Shoot, is kind of like an either or. It's kind of like it's kind of like, to be honest, is either or, as in one was making the money, or you're gonna go off of just this is music. This is music I do. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go with it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
but me, I'm gonna go with whatever. I mean, me be overall, I'm gonna go with what I'm comfortable with at the end of the day. To be honest.
Yeah.
But you definitely can't. I mean, like, you can do both if you could balance it out. But
I think you could do both. It's hard work, but you know,
like, you could, like, it's definitely gonna be hard work. You definitely, your 24 hours is definitely gonna be it's gonna be 48 hours from here on out.
definitely. Um, let's see. Come back and open Blue Magic again.
Hell, man, man, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. I fuck with Blue. I fuck with Blue Magic, but the thing about it is, what it was done is done. That's all I can say. What is done is done.
Okay.
What is done is done. But guess what? I will never forget about my past. I never forget about it. I know I know the hits and everything that was done and made over there. I will never forget about that. But hey, I'm not finna bring my people through that again. Hell no.
And there you have it on that one. Okay, so the next one. Should you go to school for audio engineering?
Um I recommend go to school for audio engineering.
It's a lot of people going to school right now
I
for
mean,
audio engineering.
it's up to you for real. I mean, I recommend people to go to school for. I mean, I recommend people to go to school to audio engineering, because at the end of the day, hey, one, you get a free MacBook that goes with it, and then you get Pro Tool for free and everything, bro. I'm telling you now, unless you could be like, people out here. People out here, man, they gonna go ahead, goddamn, buying a MacBook and getting Pro Tools and try to know heads up, which is nothing wrong with that, because I done that. I done the second part. But the thing about it is, you have to know, goddamn, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna do the second option, you got to work twice as hard as the person that's in school that's doing it, and that's what you're gonna have to do, regardless.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. Do you fuck with any artists from Huntsville? That's a good question.
I ain't gonna lie, it's only, man, it's crazy. I think it's only one. artists I feel. I'm gonna say one so far,
Who
and
is it?
one that's my boy. That my boy Trans Lee.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
uh,
I've met Translate a few times.
yeah, that's my boy for sure. Like, but I don't know if there's any other, like, I'm trying to think, did I have mess with? I don't think I have messed with a
You
lot
gotta
of
look.
hundred
You gotta come
artists.
up here to a show.
Yeah, I gotta come up to the 100. I gotta come up to the 100 though, for sure, for real. You know what's crazy? I never been to
You
100.
never been up here?
The closest I've been is Birmingham.
Okay. I'm gonna invite you to the next studio mixer.
Oh, most definitely. Please and thank you, Mike.
Okay. Let's see. What's this one? Are you working with artists like YL who come from the older group Swag Up that that he's familiar with in school? I can't wait, hold on, I can't read that one. Let me see. What's this one? Do you publish all of your beats?
Who doesn't? I mean, at first, before anything, I didn't, but then afterwards, I had to, man. But like then, just knowing the game and everything, it's like, yeah, like you're going to have to publish your piece.
To become a producer, what do you need to do?
Okay, so to become a producer, well, okay, I put like, okay, that's good. That's a good question. That's a good question. I'm gonna
It is. It is a good question.
so to become a producer, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you could orchestrate a record to put together, you're a
Mhm.
producer. Perfect. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Let's say me for instance, I ain't got no music talent ability at all. Okay.
Okay.
If I could get a producer to make a beat for me, to get this artist to go ahead and rap on it and everything else, and get this engineer to go ahead and mix it and everything else, and I go ahead and put it out in the world, I'm a producer.
Hmm.
Anybody could do this shit. For real.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Let's see. Um,
Yeah.
Somebody asked, Casino Case asks, what's your favorite city to network in?
Favorite seat in the network? I
Mhm.
ain't gonna lie. Um, so far, my favorite cities I like to network in so far. Ain't gonna lie, my favorite one so far is New York. New York had
Yeah.
I fuck with New York. I fuck with New York. Now this is crazy. Now at first, before anything, I did not fuck with New York because I had a situation where, man, some was, I don't know, for some odd reason, like people in New York do not. It's not like hint hint hint. Like, like if something's funny to me, it's like, what's funny? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm like, what? I'm like, hold on here. Now y'all making it seem I don't know. No, I don't even want New York no more. But the the people I flow with up there in New York and goddamn I communicate with, they gang. I fuck with them. They know what the fuck on at the end of the day.
Nice, nice. Let's see. Um, does streams attract you to working with someone?
Do streams?
Yeah, that's what it says. Does streams attract you to working with someone?
Um, yes, streams do, but consistency do also.
Yeah,
I don't want just one thing. I want the other too.
yeah, most
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
You're welcome, man.
Um, have you linked with Sizzle yet?
808 Mafia Sizzle. Ha. It's crazy. I I probably had recorded. I probably had recorded a session with him there, and probably was like him and Slime or something like that. But yeah, we probably came across each other though.
Let's see. Have you ever been to Jersey? Because I would love to collab with you one day.
Did I ever been to Jersey? Did I ever been to Jersey? Okay, I think I've been on Jersey for tour. Probably. It probably. I think it was like it's like spring. What they call it? Shit. What they call it?
Spring break.
No, not spring break, but something springs. Something springs out there that's over there in that area. I don't know, cause I know we was out there for tour. I know what I think we was. I think I ain't gonna say we was over there in New Jersey. You know what? New Jersey is over there in New York, and that's over the bridge, isn't it? Yeah, I've been over there before. Okay, yeah, I've been over there before. I've been over there and back on everything. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I'll be back out there soon for sure. Definitely gonna
Okay, one of my team members just asked, would you work with the soul artists in the future? Like more soul artists?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm already in progress of working with Southern soul artists.
Okay.
So, like that's on some thing. Then on top of that too, I've been working with R&B artists. And on top of that too, I already have an R&B artist I'm already locked in with. So,
Nice.
so yes, it's gonna be some more. It's gonna be some more feelings and emotions coming out of me. I guess you could say.
What about poetry? You been rocking with the poetry?
I ain't do poetry, could do anything, but hey, I love to get. Hey, I love to put something together for poetry though. I put some simple thing together for poetry, man, for real.
Look, I might need you.
And whoever said Jersey ain't shit, man, y'all crazy, man. They got that Jersey thing going on with that. You crazy.
Let me see.
Y'all crazy, man.
Song for Song said, are you going to judge again?
Man, tell song for song. If I judge again, it's gonna have to be under my regulations.
Oh.
Hello, Matastic Edition. You already know what the fuck going on.
Okay, let's see. What's the best way to get placements?
Best way to get placements? Shoot. Oh man, I don't know how many times I don't know how many times I answered this question, man. This is kind of like what? This is like everybody's favorite question when it comes to me. How to get
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna put it like this. It's two ways you could come about. Two ways you can come about. Okay. Whatever you do, the first route you could go, you could be the let's say you could go with who you know route. So overall, at the end of the day, if you know this person that actually like who actually like an artist of this person, as in like an artist under an artist, hey, you should go ahead and actually start building a fan base. Start building a catalog with that artist. Sometimes if that don't go about when it come down to when you send them beats, you probably could go ahead and hit another person and go that route. That's what you're going to have to do sometimes. Sometimes it's called the alley hoop. If one person don't go, you're just going to fake that pass and just throw it to the other person. And guess what? You're going to have your placement that route. Second route, the second route will definitely be shit. If you see the email, put it up. But always remember, I'm gonna let you know when it come down to that is you got to know how many people is shooting the ball at the same damn time when you do that. You ever tried? Y'all ever had about 10 people across the whole 3-point line, and all of y'all shoot the three-point ball at the same time, and realize only one of the balls got them in? That's what happens. Sometimes that's gonna happen, but sometimes it ain't gonna be none happen. But you just have to realize that you gotta have the patience for that. Yeah. And if you do not have the patience to do that, then boy, I'm gonna let you know right now, don't do it. Don't think that them at the end of the day, once you send that email, that just an automatic placement. No, damn well is 5,000 that is shooting at the same goal with you. But still, at the end of the day, I still be doing everything I can to make sure that that everybody got to get the same opportunity, at least get the shot at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Nice. Hell with the Mail asks, have you worked with any St. Louis artists before?
You know what? I'm working with one right now.
Yeah.
I'm working with one right now, and then on top of that too, I was like probably like couple days ago, couple days like last week, I was in the studio with Metro. We actually were whipping some shit together.
Nice.
Yeah, Metro Boomin from St. Louis. I think he diamond. He a diamond producer now. Oh yeah.
Okay. Lil Corey said, I want to rap, but I'm 15 years old and I don't have any music out. How can I get myself out there?
It's called Put It Out There. Bruh, I'm going to tell you right now, bruh. If you ever type in DeMarcus man, hey. Look, bro. You can get out there by it's millions of ways you can get out there. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, it's a million ways as somebody your age you can get known out there also. But but at the end of the day, I mean, for someone your age, you do the same. You know what I mean? Like shoot, when it come down to when you see like a little music event and in your age bracket you could be there, then yeah, go there and be able to promote yourself and everything else, be able to perform and everything. If not, then it's just like shoot, you don't want to just get to the point of you feeling like that you're not going to be able to get yourself out there. If that's the case, you just rather just groom until the point that you is old enough to go ahead and put yourself out there as an artist. You know what I mean? But just always trust the process at the end of the day. That's all I can say.
Nice. Okay. What's the best way to be in the studio all the time if you don't have the money to book a whole day at the studio? Because I have a home studio, but I could never build with an artist because I'm always cooking it up in my home studio.
Well, I would
That's
say like
interesting.
I'm gonna put you down like this. To answer your first question, to be in the studio all the time, well, guess what? You at home. You at your home studio. So at the end of the day, you in the studio all the time already. That's the one.
Yeah.
So that answer that one for you. Now to answer the other part for you, because I know for sure you're really saying as in, because at the end of the day you want to have artists coming. You don't want to have artists come to your home studio, which is at home and everything, which is I feel you. But sometimes, I ain't gonna lie to you, sometimes there's artists out here that can at least be able to who could get their own studio time, and you could go to them instead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it ain't got to be, unless at the end of the day, you just, you want them to come by and, you making beats from there, then I feel you. Other than that, it's kind of like, it's kind of like you don't really, you just want to just wait until you could go to them for real, for real.
Yeah. Big Homie Chief said, do you sign artists to the studio?
Negative.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna do a few more. Let's see. You fucking with any rappers from Bessemer?
Negative. Wait a minute, no. I lied.
Okay.
I lied. Bessemer. Hey. Out of Bessemer, Truckload Gang. All the people on Truckload. Most TLE Cinco. All of them from Bessemer. I fuck with them though, for sure, for sure.
Okay. Should I switch to Fruity Loops?
The question is, what was you using at first? And on top of that too, Was you comfortable with what you were using at first? And if you wasn't comfortable with using what you were using at first, then yes, I recommend for you to go to FL Studio. But the thing about it is, it doesn't matter which one you're going to use, because at the end of the day, all of them is going to make you hit. I'm telling you
Yeah.
right now, you can go to GarageBand and make a hit. You can go to Logic and make a hit. You can go to Reasons and make a hit. You go to FL Studio and make a hit. You're going to make a hit off of all of them. You can go to Pro Tools and make a hit. It doesn't matter. It's whatever floats your boat, man, and keep it floating.
Casino K said, Matt, he said, Matt, I know you don't rap for real, but how much would you charge for a feature?
We're gonna pass on that one for right now.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do two more. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. It's so many. I'm trying to read through them. Let me see.
Somebody said, "Damn!" He said, "Somebody asked me for a rapper price." So I said, "Ooh,
Gotta think on that one.
hey man, hey, my freestyles ain't. Hey, I know my freestyles ain't free, but hey man, hey, ain't nobody about to get this drip."
How somebody asked, how can I get my beats heard from Germany? The app?
baby. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, register yourself on man. And I promise, man, people gonna be on that instantly. Want to goddamn get some beats from you and purchase them, and they'll go ahead and convert it to your currency. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm doing two more. Let's see. You coming back to Mobile?
Man, everybody even use some questions for Man, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Mardi Gras, and then I'm disappearing again.
Okay.
Mardi Gras, and I'm
So you going to Mardi Gras?
I'm done. Hey, Mardi Gras is back in effect finally, boy. So yeah, so I got to do Mardi Gras this year though, for sure.
Everybody gonna be at Mardi Gras this year.
Yeah, boy, what? I already said the same thing. I said, yeah, everybody gonna be at Mardi Gras this year, but yeah, go to Mardi Gras and disappear. But it depends, cause I ain't gonna lie to you. It depends, because Super Bowl is almost here, and depending on how the 49ers looking like tonight, I probably gonna have to skip out on Mardi Gras. But
okay,
it depends. It depends.
Okay, so let me find the last question. Somebody said, it's not a question, but it says you should hold a beat contest for real. Would you do a beat contest? Like your own? Like pick your own winner?
Okay. For people that don't know what the fuck going on, let me rephrase y'all goddamn from what the fuck going on. So last year I had started the first ever what the fuck going on beat battles. Overall for Twitch edition, and overall I did a live edition in Atlanta. So what I'm actually working on, or both of them was successful also. What I'm actually working on right now is actually getting to the point of actually wanting to keeping this, really gonna keep this going, and so on and so on. Yeah. So we're working on the next, what the fuck going on beat battle part 2, which is going to be to be announced for right now. I probably thinking about doing spring, but I'm probably going to be pushed back. But y'all just bear with me for real. But overall, when it comes down to the next one just really just overall just really enhancing from the first one. But then on top of that too, want to be able to bring more to the table. For everybody who was in the beat battle, I already know what I bring to the table when it come down to like kind of like the stimulations for each round. Well,
Yeah.
I said it wrong, but you kind of know what I mean, though.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Matt, I just want to thank you for doing this interview. I really appreciate you. You are an inspiration for people in Alabama, you know, because a lot of people don't make it out. And you are definitely on the right path when it comes to your artistry. And I definitely feel like you're going to get that Grammy this year. And I got to get you up here to Huntsville.
Oh yeah, please, man.
Yeah.
So I can at least try to, trying to build up my, my Huntsville catalog a little bit, man.
Yeah. And I want to collab with you on something too, but I'm going to talk to you about that later.
Just let me know what it is, man. We can put it together.
Thank you so much. We are going to end this live, but before we end the live, I want to let everybody know on here that we are doing a special on our interviews for the year of 2022. Our interviews are $22 for the entire year. $22 to get you an hour on live with me or somebody from my team. We write personalized questions for you, and we give you the opportunity to showcase your talent if you want. You could do a giveaway, whatever you want to do to promote your brand. This is the time. All you have to do is fill out the application that's in our bio. All right, Matt, I'm going to let you go. You have a great night, and thank you so much for this.
Hey, appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Just hit me, man. Yeah, like I said, man, you already know what the fuck going on. If you don't know what the fuck going on, you need to find out what the fuck going on. Can't find out what the fuck going on. You need to ask your neighbor. You need to ask somebody, see they know what the fuck going on. If they don't know what the fuck going on, hey, man, Sounds on the Hills, Ben know what the fuck going on. And if they don't want to tell you what the fuck going on, then I'm sorry. You just don't know.
Don't know what the fuck going on. See you, man.
Hit me, man.